Ole lived in northeast Minneapolis, and he was born a Lutheran. He was raised a Lutheran. His whole life he was a Lutheran, and he also loved to hunt. And he'd go up north and get his deer, you know, and he'd get them down, have them all dressed, and get the venison. And he loved to barbecue, and he'd go out in his backyard, particularly on the weekends. And well, he lived in a very Catholic community, and on Fridays, the smoke from his barbecue would be going up in the air, and his neighbors were getting upset, especially because it was coming close to Lent. So they went to Father Gillespie and complained and said, you know, we live next to this guy called Ole, you know, and he likes to hunt and he likes to barbecue, and it's not fair, you know, every Friday night he's out there with this big slab of venison, you know, and, you know, we wish you to stop, and would you have a word with him? And Father Gillespie said, yes, he would go have a word with him. So he went over and he visited with Ole. In fact, he visited with him quite a few times, and over time he gave him some lessons on the Catholic faith, and he converted him. And so when he converted him, he got the holy water out and he sprinkled him and said, you were born a Lutheran, you were raised a Lutheran, your whole life you were a Lutheran, now you're a Catholic. So he goes away, and next weekend, Father Gillespie is thinking, you know, maybe I should go check Ole out and see how he's doing Friday night. And so he went over and he pulled up in front of his house, and there's a great plume of smoke coming from the backyard, and he gets out of the car and he goes around the side. He can smell it's like venison, you know. And so he goes in the backyard and comes up behind Ole, and Ole is standing there over the venison with a sprinkling can, and he's sprinkling the venison, and he said, you were born a deer, you were raised a deer, your whole life you were a deer, now you're a walleye.